your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Badgers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Turning it on. Got the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bruins! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the basket.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Badger! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He slings it deep to the left. Hauls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll line up for a second down play. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time on target. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Badgers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Brock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Higgins. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive will just make you tear your hair out. You get down inside the 10 and fumble the thing away. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Brock. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense.
There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Quickly complete.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The sure hands, it's Higgins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Makes the catch. It's Brock. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The Bruins looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play a
touchdown UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin. Keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. At the 35, he's got room.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guarantee.
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them